That Wemby, man, I'm starting to think he might be the best player in the league now.
His presence is psychologically affecting his opponents.
That doggone Wemby, man, I'm starting to think he might be the best player in the league now. Man, this guy is incredible.
He's amazing. The thing about him that he really wants to win, and he didn't take the All-Star game like he set the stage. He set the tone that we're going to play tonight. It was going to probably be another one of those last 4, 5, 6 year All-Star no effort. But this guy said, "Man, I'm gonna come out and I'm gonna make you guys follow me, and you guys gonna play hard." And it was probably the best All-Star sighting in about 5 or 6 years.
For sure. He carried to the All-Star game what he's doing to during the season because a lot of these players, the regular season don't matter that much to them. They're just coasting along. But Wemby is he's dominating because you could say there's people that score more, but what he does on both sides of the ball and how he changes the game, the plus minus, it's incredible. He's a freak. He's just a freak of nature.
It's funny because when he steps on the floor, it just his impact. You don't have to get a rebound. You don't have to get a block shot. You don't even have to score. And we know he's doing all those things, but his presence is psychologically affecting his opponents. And they
Superstars.
superstars. And I've heard a couple of the superstars said that is that his presence alone, just when he steps on the court, is almost like Michael Jordan. Just his presence is changing and affecting the outcome of games.
And that's why I'm saying he may be the best player in the league now because if you look at the other superstars in the league, I don't think they're feared or the other players have them in the back of their mind like they do with Wemby. Because when Wemby comes on the court, it's like, oh man, my shot, he's gonna make me look bad. He can pull up. He makes me look bad with his dribble. Defensively, I don't, I gotta be careful. There's no other superstars that you're worried about like that.
No, he's different. The last superstar on the court you really had that type of fear was really Kobe Bryant. And of course, you already know what Michael Jordan is about. And Larry Bird had that type of fear. But Wemby, far as this generation of the last 10, 15 years, even since LeBron joined the league, I don't think there's a player that has caused a measure of fear in the last 20 years like this guy. And he's only 21 years old. It's scary.
It's pretty sad that these other superstars are scared of someone who can barely drink alcohol.
Because he's what, 20 years old?
I don't even know. 2021.
I
he's
mean,
still, he's still drinking Kool-Aid
uh,
with a little bit of Mad Dog in it.
I mean, and that a great bad dog too. That grape will really mess you up. And, and
Oh my goodness. When's the last time the superstar has been worried about somebody that young? Usually they dog a young person like that.
it's funny because he's earning respect this young by older legends, people in the game, and even his peers. But his game is so impactful that he's even getting the respect of people that he probably don't even want to give him the respect. But have to.
No, he's 22 years old.
Wow, 22.
22. You got superstars that been in the league for a while that are worried about him. It's just interesting that I just don't feel like in Jordan's era, Magic's era, there would ever be a 22-year-old that would come in and you'd be worried about him as a star, as a superstar, and that would kind of lead the league. It's just to me is a testament to how uncompetitive the league is.
But this how you know that Wemby's on a whole different level because look where they're at in the standings. You could say, "Wow, Cooper Flag is doing this," and you could tell that guy's going to be great. But and no doubt Cooper Flag wants to win and all that, and he can impact winning. But this Joker is on a whole different level because this guy got this team only 3 games out of the best record in the league.
No one expected that.
Nah,
No
no.
one. I think the only one that expected that was the guy that quickly came over from San Antonio. I think he's the only one that
Oh, come on. Oh,
Fox.
oh, yeah,
Because
yeah.
you remember it was almost strange. He's like, well, I want to be traded to San Antonio. And they were like at the bottom of the league at the time.
He knew. He knew.
He's the
He,
only one that knew.
he knew. But guess who else helped him? I believe it's Chris Paul.
CP? Yeah, for sure.
I tell you the non credit that this guy don't get Chris Paul. If you could go back to Oklahoma, to Phoenix, this guy he tutored these guys and he makes these guys better.
Yeah. He's done that everywhere. It don't matter. Even the little time he spent with Wemby, just that little bit of time is enough just to instill, or you shouldn't say instill, it was probably in him, but just to drive it in him. You know what I mean? Just to confirm
He,
what was there, just
yeah,
to give some confidence. And I guess his nickname, the alien, is perfect because that's just what he is. A freak, an alien, man. It just and the way he moves on the court and how he can dribble and pull up and shoot a three in your face and he crosses people over. And I think it
man,
was Lively when they were playing against Dallas. He crossed him and then he stepped back and shot a three in his face. I'm like, this dude is 8 feet tall.
it's so amazing when this guy learns his body, gets stronger, learns more post moves and so forth. It just learns the more of the speed of the game of basketball and IQ gets better, more experience. It's over.
Remember now, he had to sit down because he had that blood clot. So that shut down almost a whole year. And look at his development despite that. That's what Pop being out of the mix for a minute.
It's incredible. I know they were talking about on First Take a little bit, that clip about who should be the face of the league, Anthony Edwards or Wemby. And Stephen A. always talk about Anthony Edwards. He's a Michael Jordan-esque and this and blah, 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 and this and that. But there's things that Anthony Edwards, to me, lacks. He's a great talent, great, great, great talent. But I don't see that winning something about Wemby. I don't see that with Anthony Edwards. There's something about him is missing me.
Yeah.
I
You can
can't.
see it in Wemby that it's not just about being good and looking good. That dude wants to win. And even on the defensive end, like everybody is trying to punch it on Wemby. Everybody's trying to dunk on him, but that don't stop him.
Nah,
He's still trying to block every shot. He doesn't care. He's been dunked on, but see, he's not worried about the look. He's worried about winning, and
but
and that's what makes him different. At 22 years old, that makes him different because these 22-year-olds now, especially ones from America, I just don't see that drive. I don't see that Kobe. I don't see that Jordan type drive, that KG type drive, that Tim Duncan. You just don't see that anymore.
no, you don't. No, you don't. And I think the word I was looking for with Anthony Edwards, that championship DNA. And don't get me wrong, his game was nice. And I'm not saying that he can't get there, but I think there's a part of his personality that has to be a little bit more serious to not, and I know he wants to win, don't get me wrong with that, but it just seemed like something about Wemby is there. He understands.
This is going to be an interesting second half of the season and playoff run because I heard Stephen A say, it's good now, but he feels like in the playoffs, the lack of experience might catch up with him. And it may. He may be right because experience makes a difference, but it might make you want to watch a little bit more of the playoffs with Wemby being in it.
You don't tell you what, when LeBron leaves this game, the league is in a great place, and we probably could enjoy competition again. This guy stifles so much of the game, paralyzed people, paralyzed this whole league. And I think if they could get knocked out quick, the Lakers, and just let these younger teams move forward, we might be in for a good playoff run.
Yeah. So we'll see. So I say Wemby for president.